Tonight, the 118th Congress gavelled into session and the new House taking its first vote since electing a speaker. The Republican-controlled House voting on the rules that will govern the body over the next 2 years. This comes after a historic speaker election, Kevin McCarthy ultimately prevailing in a divided House Republican conference on the 15th ballot. ABC's Alex Brachet has the latest from Washington.
Tonight, the new House, with its newly elected Republican Speaker handling its first order of business.
The resolution is agreed to.
Passing rules that will govern the body for the next 2 years, including a host of concessions new Speaker Kevin McCarthy made to win the support of right-wing rebels. McCarthy was finally elevated to Speaker this weekend, but it took 15 rounds of ballots in the bitterly divided GOP caucus, the longest election since 1859.
My father always told me, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
On the 14th ballot, McCarthy fell one vote short, tempers clearly on edge. McCarthy confronted one of the Republican holdouts, Matt Gaetz. Then fellow Republican Mike Rogers of Alabama needed to be physically restrained from going after Gaetz. After nearly a half hour, they struck a deal after McCarthy made deep concessions, including allowing a single lawmaker to force a vote to remove the Speaker from the House. Moderate Republicans concerned about the chaos on the floor and the new rules.
Were you concerned about how some of these deals were cut?
Any horse trading or backroom deals, that's not okay and shouldn't be tolerated.
Now McCarthy faces his next challenge, keeping everyone in his caucus on the same page as they try to govern, even those that didn't want him as Speaker.
They can only lose 4 Republican votes on any given issue. That means you've got to keep the moderates on board. You have to keep the rabble-rousers aboard, the people that never wanted them to be there.
Any given day is going to be a little bit different, probably much like Democrats dealt with over the last 4 years with narrow majorities.
Alex Brachet, ABC News, Washington.